Can you really lose your love handles and get six-pack abs in just 7 days? Well, yes and no. In 7 days, will you lose 10 pounds of fat? No. In 7 days, can you visibly lose 10 pounds of fat? Yes. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing my 7-day routine that helps any man go from a 3 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. In case you don't know me already, my name is Andrew Aguilar Jr., and over the past 4 years, I lost my love handles and gained a respectable physique throughout this process. Now, I haven't just done this for myself, but I've helped dozens of other skinny fat men lose their stubborn love handles and achieve a physique that they could actually respect in the mirror within only a couple of weeks with these strategies that I'm going to share with you today. And if you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to be dropping my 4-step system to not only transform your body, but mindset as well in just 7 days. So that way you could become a man worthy of demanding respect.
It's 4:15 a.m. and I'm up. Not because I have to get up, but because temptation lives at night. My early morning wake up not only starts my day off with a win, but it forces me to go to sleep early. Which, from my experience when I stay up late, I cave into my cravings and my lustful temptation. And the truth is, success in any realm of life is 95% of what you don't do and only 5% of what you do. And that's why I start my morning off with some push-ups. So I'm doing exactly what I don't feel like doing and getting it done regardless of how I feel. Second, I sit down for a moment to plan out my day and grow my relationship with the Lord. Success is when preparation meets opportunity, and every single day is a new opportunity to make a change. So I don't leave change up to chance. I leave change up to a game plan. And here's how I do it. I start my morning journaling off by expressing gratitude to the world, and then I write down the 3 most important things that I need to get done for that day in order for me to consider it a successful day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build some self-respect here. And by that, I mean go absolutely smash a chest workout. See, the reason I get my workout out of the way in the morning is because giving your own time to your self-development before giving that time to anything else, the most respectable thing you can do. So if you want respect from not only the person you see in the mirror, but people in your life, then being selfish and showing up for yourself first thing in the morning is your highest priority as a man. If you're a guy who struggles with that flat, soft chest, take notes. Write this down because everything I'm about to show you, you can steal and use in your next workout. So we're starting this workout with heavy incline bench press. And the reason being is because incline presses target your upper chest, which gives you that broad, powerful look that fills out your shirt and demands attention. On here, we want to focus on progressive overloading, meaning trying to lift a little heavier or push more reps each week. Don't ego lift though, keep the form tight. Slightly arch your back, feet planted, drive through your chest and not your shoulders. This is going to be your foundation. This is where you build that mass. Next, as we move on to the incline seated chest flies. This is the pump, increases the blood flow, gets that sculpted, bubbly look that you're probably looking for to build that shelf. And the goal here is to create that deep upper chest separation, that line down the middle that pops when you're lean and aesthetic. And I want you to think stretch and squeeze. Full range of motion, control the negative. That means 2 to 3 seconds down. Last, we're finishing off with dips. And I know some of y'all think dips are just for triceps. You're wrong. If you lean forward slightly and flare your elbows out just a bit, you'll light up your lower chest and build that clean taper. You need to hit all sides of the chest, guys. Upper, center, and lower. So go body weight or add a belt once you get really strong. I've just been sticking to body weight and just really controlling that eccentric. Control the tempo and explode up. And that's the full chest day, guys. Here's the pump as you can see. Mass with incline bench, details with the flies, and then finishing it off with the dips. You don't need to do too much volume, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. There's only so many chest exercises you could do. So write this down, run it back, and this is how you build a physique that gets double takes. All right, boys, back from the gym, eating some fruits, and then I'm gonna cook some ribeye steak. Guys, ribeye steak, it's high in fats, but these are healthy fats. It's just really good for your TES levels, man. Good for your testosterone, good amount of protein. And like starting your day off with some healthy fats keeps you well saturated, helps get rid of those stubborn belly fat. And you just keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple with natural whole foods, man, and you'll be fine. So I'll have this steak with eggs. So I'm getting all my fats in. Also, it's not a bad idea to get in carbs post-workout as well, like white rice. I really don't do too many carbs. I'll do white rice, but I have fruits here. So this is gonna be my source of carbs. And I'll be snacking on this while I'm cooking the steak. But this is really all it is, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. It's not that complicated. You just gotta make sure you're tracking so that way you're not overeating, because this ribeye is 1.5 pounds. So 2 of these is gonna hit my calorie goal for the day.
So what I'll do is I'll have one now and then one for lunch. And then, or one now and then one for dinner. And then I just won't eat lunch. You could space it out. A lot of people do 3 meals a day. I work a lot and I like to just have a long stretch of work. And for those busy professionals out there, people that just get caught up with work, have a big ass breakfast post workout. You wake up early, and then that way you could just coast throughout your entire day. And then for dinner, you have that pre-prep meal that you already made in advance. Now, let me break down the right way to eat to successfully lose your love handles and build a respectable physique. You see, most of you guys are too concerned with your calorie intake. The problem is your calorie only determines your body weight. Where you should be concerned is your macronutrients, because that determines your body composition. So here's how to determine the amount of macros you need to eat in a day, so that way your physique could start to visibly change in just 7 days. First, you need to determine the amount of calories you're gonna eat. And to make this easier for everyone, we're gonna deduct 300 to 500 calories. So let's do 2,200 calories. Now we're going to take these 2,200 calories and divide it into our macronutrients. And just so you guys understand a little bit more in depth, 1 gram of protein, so 1 gram of, hold on, my handwriting, ignore that, of protein is going to give you 4 calories. Now 1 gram, ignore my G, of carbs is going to also give you 4 calories. And then 1 gram of fats is going to give you 9 calories. Now, one of the best macro splits that you need to have in order to lose that stubborn belly fat and to finally get rid of those love handles while still building muscle is going to be 40% protein, 40% fats, and 20% carbs. And let me just break down why I did 40% proteins, 40% fats, and 20% carbs, because there's a common misconception that you need to cut carbs completely in order to lose belly fat, but that is just not true. The reason why we need carbs into our diet is because we need fuel, and carbs operates as a source of fuel for us, not only for our workouts, but for us to be able to function through life. You also need carbs because it's going to boost your metabolism. But the problem is why we reduce the carbs is because too many carbs, and if it's not used properly or not used at all, gets put and stored as fat, specifically in your belly. And this is why we do it to 20%, because having that sweet spot of about 100 to 150 grams of carbs, nothing more than that, is perfect and optimal if you're maintaining a healthy workout routine, getting daily activity in, and having healthy nutrients surrounding it. All right. And the reason why we did 40% fats too, guys, is because you really want to prioritize whole foods and specifically red meat. So ground beef, bison, steak, even fish like salmon can be a great source of fuel for yourself. And not only is healthy fats, good for your testosterone, but it's also good for your hormones in general. And then 40% proteins, obviously, we want to get as much protein as possible in our body so we can promote muscle growth and recovery. And now that you guys understand this on a mathematical level, let me show you what this looks like on a day-to-day basis in real life with real food. This is what I buy, so that way I could lose my love handles and actually build a respectable physique for less than $100. So what we have here, ribeye steak. We want to prioritize whole foods, man. Red meat, the best. Fruit, avocados. Gotta get the protein powders. My favorite flavor, Ghost, Cinnabon. They're actually discontinuing this, unfortunately, but cop it while you can. Bananas, healthy fruits, healthy source of carbs, and then jasmine rice with the grass-fed ground beef. And this was like $88, guys. All right, so now before we actually cook the steak, we want to make sure that we weigh it on our food scale. So as you can see here, it's 1.12 pounds. I want to change the units, so 18 ounces you could round up, right? And the reason why we do it beforehand is because when you do it after, sometimes it soaks up all the water if it's all dried up, and it gives an illusion that it's less nutrients than what it actually is. So you always want to do it beforehand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is to start prepping your meals out throughout the week. All you need is one day to dedicate just a few hours so you can successfully start to lose those ugly love handles. And I hear the same excuse all the time. Oh, Andrew, but I don't have the time to meal prep every single day. You don't have to meal prep every single day because all it really takes is 1 to 2 days out of the week to really prep out some food in bulk. Now that that part's out the way, we need to go dedicate 15 minutes to this crucial process that you cannot miss on this next step. If you miss out on this step, then you can do everything that I've taught you so far, and in 7 days you will still have love handles. Before I show you guys what it is, I want to remind you guys that my Instagram DMs are the best way to reach out to me if you have any questions specifically regarding your situation. And also I'll leave a link below in my description. Okay, so what you see me doing right now is pretty simple. I'm just taking a walk out here in Miami. But taking a walk is one of the best and most efficient ways that you can lose your love handles in just 7 days. To give you some more context, my client Rafa was stuck at a little over 200 pounds and was trying to get down to the 170s, and he just seemed to he wasn't able to get rid of that stubborn belly fat that he was struggling with. And he tried different types of exercises, different types of diets, tried to starve himself and do endless cardio, and couldn't really get that fat off no matter what he did. And eventually it came to a point to where he was like, all right, this makes no sense. I have to start investing into a coach so I can actually see results because I'm clearly not doing something right. And that's when we hopped on the call. And he actually booked the call through the link in my description. And this includes pretty much everything we went over. So training, mindset, nutrition, exercises, but also his custom fat loss plan. With this tailored fat loss plan, Rafa was able to lose about 3 pounds of fat per week successfully without fail. Now, to put this in perspective for you, so you can reach 10,000 steps a day and finally lose your love handles within only 7 days, look at the health app on your phone and look at your average 7-day step count. And for most of you, it's gonna be around 6,000 steps because that's what it was for Rafa, and he works at 9 to 5. So that means all you need to do today is walk an extra 2 miles to turn your lifestyle into a fat burning machine. So what I did for Rafa, because he's very busy working at 9 to 5, is that I had him walk an extra mile after his morning workout. And then after work, I also had him walk an extra mile so that way he could reach 10,000 steps. And it's pretty much that simple to lose 2 to 3 pounds of belly fat per week. And if you stuck around long enough to watch this video, then you have everything that you need in order to lose your love handles and build a respectable physique in only 7 days. Now, right now at the time of this recording, I just released public access to my group. My group, Forever Fit, is a brotherhood of all men who are all on the same mission to become the most respectable man physically, mentally, and spiritually in all areas of their lives. But it also contains all of the information on mindset, routine, training, nutrition, and even dating, which has not only helped me, but my client Rafa lose his stubborn love handles and achieve a respectable physique. I left a type form below if you want to apply to join. It only takes 1 minute to fill in, and if I feel like you're a great fit for the brotherhood, I will personally reach out and invite you in. That type form will also give you the ability to apply for one-to-one elite level coaching. So instead of wasting weeks and possibly months on making the same mistakes over and over again and not achieving the results you want, you can actually learn from someone who's been there before and escaped it, and gain access to a brotherhood of men that will hold you accountable and give you more opportunities in life. Getting in shape and building respect for myself was the first step in my journey, and now I'm here at 22 years old in a Miami high-rise, living my dream life, running my own business. All because I was an action taker. If you want opportunities just like this, you have to be an action taker. The link to apply for the action takers is down below. And for the action takers, I'll see you inside. For the rest of you guys, I'll see you in the next video.